I'm trying to do the same method I did on the other windows, where I'm just taking off what needs it, just to see what's going on. But I would definitely say like this right here is, it's not like an extreme, like, oh my god. See underneath of it where it's was gonna say, like, to actually go over these windows and make them look good, you're gonna be looking at a couple of days of work, because there's actually 2 sets of them. Just to give you guys an idea, like, every inch of this thing is peeling somewhere, because you gotta think of how long it's gonna take to take it off. Then you gotta paint it, but you also gotta figure out which way you want to paint it, because you want to do this in 5 years, you want to do this in 10 years. And that's where the separation comes in, with, like, just go in there and touch it up. Because I can just come in here and paint it, and, like, that's exactly, knock that off, and then they would paint it. Because whatever's not hanging, they're not going to scrape off. But there's a difference in scraping. Like, I get in trouble for, they call it digging, where you're taking off paint that don't need to be taken off. Because I can start anywhere and take the paint down to the wood. It's not that it's digging, it's when you got stuff like this, it's not even touching. In 3 years tops, we'll be back here fixing it. I'm trying to figure out a happy medium where I can scrape it and paint it today, and I don't see it happening. So I'm gonna try to do what I can do. But I just wanted to show you guys this. All the other windows are in the same shape. I mean, the same process I do with this, I'm gonna do on all the other ones. It just, some areas might be a little worse than others. So it's not worth making a video of, like, scraping it, because I'm gonna be scraping this thing for a couple hours. And I just don't understand how I'm gonna be able to get out of here in time. I have a problem with giving the homeowner a decent quality paint job, and when the budget comes into play with that, it's like, what sucks is I gotta overlook a lot of stuff, because I'm used to dealing with companies that's like, if it's bad, fix it. And I'm trying to learn how to get out of that phase. I've been on it for the past couple years, so I'm getting better at it. But me personally, I don't mind doing the work, because I know it's like, yeah, it's going to take me 10 minutes to scrape this piece, but it's 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes just right here. I think a lot of times it comes down to, like, people don't want you to, like, work yourself in the ground, so that they'll tell you, you know, like, oh, it's okay, it ain't a big deal, just knock off the loose. And, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about all the detail and stuff like that. Like, you don't have to get into all that detail. But what I've come to understand is to get a project to last, it's all the prep is in the detail. Like, getting that stuff that's, like, getting what's hanging off, but yet getting what's peeling off too. Like, there's a few different levels of scraping. And yeah, I'm not a fan of scraping stuff that's still hard and looks good. I'm not gonna touch it. But when it comes to like a real bad peeling area, sometimes you just gotta scrape it, because if you just paint it, you're gonna be right back in 2 years fixing it again, and the homeowner's gonna be asking you, why is it failing so soon? And your relationship with the homeowner is the most important thing. So you do the math. Plus, I like to give people what they pay for. And it's hard. That's why I wouldn't mind doing my own, going out, like, that's why I wouldn't mind branching out on my own and doing my own work, because I got a lot of people that I've done work for over the years that love to work, because they know at the end of the day they're going to get a good quality paint job that's going to last them. Because that's really what it comes down to. I mean, if you'd like to have somebody come in your house and work on it every year, that's fine. But if you also got a house that you're trying to sell or something like that, and you're not trying to spend a bunch of money on it, that's cool too. But if it's your personal home and you're there every day and you know you're gonna live there until you die, you know, people take pride in that stuff, so it changes the outlook of like having somebody come and work on your house. Because a lot of contractors, they'll think, you know, when, just like the concrete, take a concrete guy for an instance, he'll come in and give a real nice house a nice concrete job, but yet 2 doors down he won't. He'll just give him a real quick job, and you can always tell when somebody takes their time on something. It's always got that. It just looks a little better. It always does. You can always tell when someone like takes their time on something. And it's not that we're taking our time on it, because nobody wants to stand here for 3 hours scraping. I learned that. Like, I would much rather be sitting at home watching some YouTube. So it's not like, well, I guess pulling wallpaper. Wallpapers are pretty fun. But yeah, it's not like that I sleep at night thinking about scraping. It's not that. But I do know one thing: when you start spending like really high-end dollars on getting your house painted, and you got people that come in and just give you a so-and-so job, and you kind of look at them like, you know, I paid you good money to do that, and you did it in 20 minutes. And not to mention you're gonna be back in a year or two fixing it again, and it's even more money in your pocket. So it's just one of those things. When it comes to your own personal house, it's a different animal versus just a rental property. And I've been doing some rental properties too, so which I got videos on that stuff, where we go in, just paint everything the same color and just make it look like a livable house. So it's not like I can't do that kind of work. But some people just don't have the patience to sit here and work on this. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. It's like people that can't stand the sand. They'll do everything they can to like avoid picking up a piece of sandpaper. Like you'll see them wiping up stuff and picking up trash, and it's like, yeah, but we got the whole upstairs is sand. So it's just one of those things. I don't know. I'm trying to find my happy medium where I'm still giving my boss a fast job and the homeowner a good quality job. It's hard to do that. Because I found out at the end of the day, I got a scraper in one hand, a caulking gun in the other. I got a paintbrush in my foot, and my bucket's on my back pocket, and I look like the Tasmanian devil running through here doing 15 things at once. And that's how mistakes happen. But I don't know, I just been really bitter about it here lately. Because it really is just a bunch of unnecessary pressure. Because I feel like I'm not. It kind of puts you in a situation of making you feel like you're not working fast enough, or you're doing a good enough job. Especially when you're working for family. but they also, like, my family holds me at a higher esteem than that. They expect way more out of me, which I get it, you know, I get it, but I don't get it. Because I am loyal. I'm very loyal. And my family is important to me. You got to have something in this world that's important. And that's definitely my family, because, I mean, it's the only thing that really matters outside of having land. But I'll show you guys what really bad windows look like, and kind of what it takes to get them looking fresh again. Because the other video I had on some windows that I painted, I think it's called like big old chunk of snow fell through. But there's a couple of my videos that are called how to paint wood windows. This is pretty much it. And these grids are built into the window, so it's like a whole different animal. So each window is like individually, but you also got grids that are like they're just like floaters, and you can pop them in and out, and the whole glass is one piece. And it's a whole nother animal. So if I ever get a chance to do some of them, I'll show you how to prepare those and stuff. Because you'll have to take the grid out and then individually sand and scrape the sand each grid, and then when you're done with it, like after you sand it, scrape it, and paint it, you stick it back in the window. But it's one of those things like a lot of people don't even know they make them kind of windows, but you see them up in Tartan Fields, and definitely I would definitely say like the upper side of Columbus, any of the really high-end gated areas have windows like that. Oh, I wouldn't say that. But it's easier to work on those grids when you take them out. Because there'll be sometimes we'll get on our job and we'll have like 25 of them piled up, and we'll just sit on the bucket and go to town and scrape and clean them up, get them back looking fresh again, and get them painted, put them back in. But it's just one of those things like trying to show you guys stuff that you don't see every day and how to fix it. That's what I was saying. It's really hard to come in here and do a paint job and do it on a scale where you're making money. I think there's only two ways. There's really only two ways of getting paid for a job. You can either work for the homeowner by the hour, or you can just give them a bill like you can pay me $1,000 to do this window, and it consists of like front to back, inside and out, upside down, but it's one of those things like you don't get paid till the job's done. So, and that's pretty much anything. Like I don't think I've ever been paid for a job before I started it. That's also why I'm still in the situation I'm in, because I know it takes money to make money. But yeah. I like to go on tangents. same thing. So if you got windows, you can always check them right here. This is, if this is going bad, this is the first place it's going to start doing it. The corner. And then it's peeling up the side a little bit. That's what I was saying. That right there's a good sign. You don't hear no. Hear the difference in loose paint? That's what's right there. Actually, I was thinking about what to call an actual company, and I'm not really sure what I could do, like as far as like a name for a company or whatever. But that's something I'm definitely looking into. But if you guys got any ideas, it would actually help me out, because you guys see stuff that I don't. Like, this is every day to me. And in these videos, it looks like it's a whole different world. So it's weird how TV looks different than actually being there doing it. It's like a whole different realm, I guess. But no, I didn't know if I was going to use my last name and go that route, or because I was thinking about using like Smitty's Professional Paintings or Painters. I like Smitty's Professional Painters more, because like I don't want to do motels and trash homes. I just feel like I'm dumbing myself down to do that stuff. It's like working on Ferraris your whole life and getting paid real good money, and then turn around and start working on Chevettes. And you gotta work twice as fast and twice as hard. And there's like nothing at the end of the rainbow. over it, but they work really good in these corners. See how it grabs that paint, pulls it out for you? But you gotta watch using them because they'll scratch your wood up real bad. I'm not saying that the I gotta try to squeeze in a set of cabinets in the kitchen, and working for somebody is different than doing it by yourself. And my boss is only paying me to come in here and spend like 5 minutes, on the windows and scraping and painting them. So there's just no, you can't do it. Like, it's impossible. You can't do it. I'm pretty fast at what I do, and I can't do it. But all jokes aside, he's really fast at what he does. Like, he can come in and like, he's really fast at what he does. I get him at. He's probably one of the fastest painters I know. Rolling up on it. There's I gotta go out there at some point and paint them. These windows here ain't that bad. But whenever you get windows that start like this, like, see how this is still solid? That's a good thing. And this one ain't. It's easier to come in and fix this now, because all I have to do is and touch that up. Like, this whole window's, like, at least this grid for sure is going to get painted. And I think we're going to paint with the exterior paint. I think that's what he's wanting to do, because exterior paint is a little more durable than interior trim paint. But a lot of people don't know this, but interior trim paint is a really good paint when it comes to, like, protecting things. And if you look at the front of your can, it'll tell you if it's for interior or exterior. And a lot of interior trim paints you can use outside, but I still wouldn't recommend it. I've never had good luck doing it. I've just never had good luck doing it. But I know some painters are like, yeah, it's not a big deal. This is what interior trim paint does outside. This is exactly how it acts. Because the more it's in the weather, the worse it's gonna. It just doesn't have the elasticity of interior trim paint. Like exterior trim paint's just got a lot more endurance in it. It will last outside a lot longer in the direct sunlight, because you gotta think it gets hot out there in the summer. And paint is just paint. I wanted to get that nice little, but because that whole chip was so far out there, if you notice it, what I wanted to do is get it back to something solid, so when I recock it, it'll cover itself up without looking kind of wumpy. I'm basically going to hide this under caulking with caulking. If you can, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Hit the like button, and if there's something that you'd like to see that I can, if I end up doing something that might help you, let me know. Because if you're working on a porch or something like that, and you need to understand what to do, I can help you out with that. It's not a problem. But love you. God bless. Anything disgusting. It's serious. Like, what's going on under here? Looks like someone sanded, like either chiseled that out of there or something.